All right, family. We black once again is on with the general. You already know what it is. Got a powerful topic today. Donald Trump then sent out a warning over there. He said, "You better get that effing damn straight open." What do you call them? you you crazy bastards. Get this effing straight open. Nah. Where you have problems you can't undo. Now he didn't send them, he didn't send them the warning over there, and people, and yeah, a lot of people were saying, Seti, you crazy, Seti, you crazy. No, I'm trying to give you some good advice. You see, for you be in a predicament. That's always how they, how they geek the fights up. And then as soon as they get out there and get the scrap, and you get your eye black, get your lip busted and shit, then they laughing at you and shit. So yeah, they always want to see the combatants go at it. Yeah, until it go down, and then when they didn't bomb their whole damn country up, yeah, Black Power, when they didn't bomb them people's whole country infrastructure, man, you can't bomb nobody's infrastructure. How long you didn't have potholes in your damn lawn? How many times? We just talking about riding through the city. These people can't even. We talking about the city can't even fix the damn potholes in the damn in the street. So you already know when them damn them Moabs, and you understand, get to dropping on them, it's gonna be problems. So nah, the thing is, Donald Trump, he keep woofing now. He keep woofing now. If he don't, and I believe he about to do him nasty. You see, and it might escalate it to another level. It might escalate it to another level. But they're gonna be devastated beyond, they're gonna be devastated. You know, people keep talking, and I just tell you, get your ticket. Get your ticket and go on over there to Tehran, and go and get your Airbnb and chill over there. Matter of fact, you can go tomorrow so you can be there for the fireworks. Go on and go leave tomorrow early so you can get over there to Tehran for the fireworks and tell me how they winning. You feel me? I want you to get on your little get on your little YouTube, your little FaceTime, and chime in and tell us how they winning. We want to know how they do that, because I don't see how you winning. Okay, yes, this is a war, and you ain't gonna. You talking about 2 weeks? Well, we in more than 2 weeks. We in, well, how long we in? We in about 6 weeks. It's almost 2 months now, and even 2 months. You see, most of the time it take the United States damn near 2-3 months just to move everything in place just to go to war. So they ain't even really at war for real. They over there, dropping, they got the Air Force over. Yeah, they got some soldiers. They got soldiers over there. But they ain't at war for real. You know what I'm saying? So uh there's been a deadline given that Tuesday. I don't know if it's whatever it is it 12 a.m. You better have that damn straight open. They not gonna have it open. They're not gonna have it open. They may not want to have that destruction in which this man is talking about, knocking out their electricity. That's going to be devastating. That's going to be devastating. And see, the thing is, if it's an ongoing war, can't nobody come in and help you, because can't nobody, unless they going to join in on the war. And so they ain't going to have time to build you nothing up. So if your lights go out, your water go out, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be very chaotic over there. And Iran say if y'all bomb our nuclear facilities and things of that nature, they say they're gonna bomb shit all over the Middle East. So this could escalate, into, this could easily escalate into World War III. It could easily, if all the combatants that's really they trying to sideline the fight, they don't want to join in because they know how it could go. You see, they know how it could go. If the Europeans, and then so what do you, if the Europeans come down and the Arabs and all of them jump on Iran, what is that gonna say about China and Russia? And y'all gonna let them, you're gonna let the Western powers and you're gonna let the Arab bloc jump on Iran. And so that's a possibility that you could be looking at World War III. World War III, but I see a lot of people's out there, they continuing to make comments. I'll tell you what, get your ass on that the first flight on up out of here and go on over there to Tehran and sit your ass over there on to Tuesday. And when the goddamn fireworks start, I want you to be the first one to chime in and tell us how y'all winning. I want to see that. That's gonna be very destructive for them peoples over there. I hate to see it. Because I know that once they do something like that, I mean, how you gonna rebuild that type of infrastructure? You know how long it take to build, Yeah, can you imagine how long it take to build a nuclear reactor and you bombing bridges and you bombing bridges and people can't even move from one side of the city to the next, one side of the country to the next. You done constricted people's ability to be able to move, you see, from one side of the nation to the next. So uh Iran going, and so they feel like they got to stay in the fight. And so I don't know what's next. After they do that, then what next? After they knock and then they really gonna be at a disadvantage. You see, they might be, you know what I'm saying? They might be priming their ass up. Because once them lights, see, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, y'all don't know what y'all talking about out there. I'm gonna tell you, you feel me? Man, I'm telling you, and I'm telling you this, you feel me? The United States, they love to fight at night. They love that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because they got all that goddamn night vision shit, man. They was doing it in Iraq. They love the night. They say they own the night. You see what I'm saying? They own the night. So if them lights go out over there and then they drop them motherfuckers in there with that heat seeking and that them night vision, you gonna have problems. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna have problems. And people, mad at the general, because I tell you this. Half of you niggas, the police can just knock on your motherfucking door and nigga, you a shit a brick. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear all that, you know what I'm saying? And then and nigga and the police not gonna, is Timothy in there? What I do? What I do? You understand what I'm saying? What I do? Yeah, it wasn't me. Yeah, that's all you gonna do, nigga. You ain't here acting like you're hard, and you know damn well you ain't built for nothing like that. You ain't built for nothing like that. We trying to tell our people, man, use your mind. Use your mind. You see these type of use your mind and look to the future and divert from this type of these, because this is a serious casualty. It's been happening. It was gonna happen and been happening and will continue to happen. Ain't nothing gonna change. Y'all sitting up here. That's why I'm sitting here looking. It ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna change. After this shit right here, it's gonna be another incident about the same shit. So what are you talking about? Why it's gonna be another incident about the same shit, like it's been happening over there for the last damn near 2,000 years, almost. Not quite 2,000, but about 1,500 years. This fight been going on ever since the Arabs took well, even before the Arabs. Shit, Alexander and the Persians. You see, when Alexander went over there and punked Darius, you see, and went over there and punked his ass. Both of them punks. But Darius was woofing, and and he went right on over there and punked him, took Persia from him. You see what I'm saying? And so they've been going back and forth since then. When the Persians came, you watch the movie 300. That's what I mean, what is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? The Persians was coming to conquer Greece at that time. They had conquered an imperialist power. It's been a minute. You see? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So it's the same fight. It's the same fight, and I continue to show the nature of both of them. They both cavemen. They both hands are bloody. So ain't no sense of just weigh on in and let them weaken both sides. Let them weaken both sides. But I tell you what, in this fight right here, yeah, Iran is trying to be strategic by continuing to keep the Strait of Hormuz blocked off, and no accessibility for other nations to be able to export oil and goods through the Strait of Hormuz at least. And they talking about closing off over there the Gulf of Aden, with the Houthis in Yemen. So they talking about closing that off too. So they about to up the ante on that, the whole area. So it's most definitely escalating. But Donald Trump he's been woofing, and so if he don't hey, I'm not encouraging nobody, but you calling you saying what you gonna do. You saying what you gonna do. Now if you don't do it, because you already said you was gonna do it about a week ago, and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna give them an extra deadline. We're gonna give them some extra time to think about this." But now you're gonna have to go in there and yeah, and do what you got to do. But listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. At some point in time, a lot of people ain't courageous. You see, a lot of people's not courageous. And, most of the time when you have to make a decision, a lot of people gonna take the soft route. Even though it might not be the right thing to do, people gonna opt out a lot of times. Sometimes you have to weigh in on because the military is the one that's giving him them options. Donald Trump ain't doing a damn thing. So people keep talking about, yeah, and I'm not taking up for him, but it's the military that's giving him them options. Okay, let's make that clear. He's not doing, that's the military. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to understand, they didn't put a death threat out on the man, which he didn't knocked off. I'm just saying they didn't went back and forth. I'm not taking up for the man, but they've been going back and forth. So this shit, y'all act like Donald Trump knocked off one of their generals when he was in power the last time. They said they put a hit out on him. Now let me tell you something. Just in case I might become the president one day. You feel me? If somebody tell me they gonna knock me off, you better hope I don't become the goddamn president, because you just might get something dropped on your ass. Y'all just got to make this make sense. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker tell you, I got a hit on you, and you become the president, you don't think he got it in for their ass? I tell you what, you can have all the morals and all the say you gonna knock me off and let me become president. God damn it, it's gonna be on the map. goddamn Google Maps is gonna be a crater in the fucking Google Maps where your nation used to be. I'm gonna try to bomb the shit out of your ass. You trying to knock me off? You see, ain't no telling. You understand? If that ain't who they paid somebody to try to get his ass that last time. You see, you don't know. So shit, he might get animosity on their ass, but that ain't, you can't, you ain't supposed to take your nation to war. So all the citizens die over some, but I mean, damn, if they trying to knock you off, that's something that got to be dealt with. You feel me? That's something people always go well with, and people, and they say, well, the United States, and I know, and Iran too. And just like I said, go look at that documentary about the caliphate, the caliph. Go watch that 3-part documentary. Man, every damn caliph, which is the successor of Muhammad, was assassinated from the very first one. They've been knocking off the top of their own from day one. Go watch the damn documentary. And Iran hands was all in it too. They've been fighting back and forth since the shit, even before Islam. You see, they've been over there waging war. You understand? So these is people that been warned from day one, and they all, one out the cave, down from the other cave, but they all came in. And people got to understand, when you look at the root of the word Iran, can I break this shit down for you? Iran, Aryan, okay? Iran, Aryans. Okay, I don't know y'all. I don't know who y'all think you rooting for. Aryans. Okay. Aryan nation. Okay. So that's what they are. And not African, not black, Aryans. All right. So I just want y'all to be clear about that. But anyway, family, we got 2 or 3 presentations tonight. I want y'all to continue to tune in with the general. Got some links in the chat support, man, as we continue to give you see, a view that nobody else gonna give you. You're gonna get everybody crying and everybody, you understand? Everybody just think like robots. You see what I'm saying? Everybody, say Iran can't throw no hands. No, they're gonna try. They're gonna try to throw some. But anyway, family, we coming right back. Don't you go nowhere. Support. Click some links in the chat, and I'll be right back. Black Power.